Hello, my friends. Today is June the 3rd, and this is a psychic reading if this is your birth date. This is a reading to cover the year to follow, a four-card pull, approximately 7 to 10 minutes long. Bear with me. I do psychic readings and I do healing work via the internet for readings and at my place in Albuquerque for journeys and healing work and psychic readings and other services. This is the four-card pull, general energy card for the year, a challenge you might face this year, an action you can take to stay in balance, and an outcome or a synopsis card. This is the general energy card of the year, and it is the Pilgrim. And what does the Pilgrim ask you to reflect upon? Well, I think if this is coming up for you, then there's some part of you that feels like it needs to go on a pilgrimage. What does that mean to you? A way to find what is sacred for you, a way to find what is maybe safe for you, a way to find where you feel more comfortable and called to be and led to be. Now, this can be a wanderer. Maybe your life is about wandering. This could be just someone looking for a new place, a new residence, a new sacred spot upon the earth. It needs to be a sacred spot. I mean, that's what is calling. As a pilgrimage, you're seeking something. You're seeking something. You're looking for something of importance that feels like your soul is calling you to do it. Think of many different kind of pilgrims, many different kind of seekers, many different kind of wanderers. We're looking for something. We step outside of the boxes quite often and don't you know don't coalesce into a particular society. We find our own society that more fits our social and psychological and spiritual needs on some level. No, maybe the pilgrim is just about looking for the right job, and maybe it's about looking for the right love, but it's often more than that. It's a sacred calling within your soul, whatever that means. To be a wanderer, to be a seeker, to be a looker for sacred places where your sacred soul feels buoyed and enhanced and alive and vital. And I think that ultimately is what the pilgrim is looking for, that place outside of itself. And maybe it's inside. Maybe this is an inward journey pilgrim. Maybe this is learning meditation skills or deep analysis kind of somatic work. A pilgrim going inward is also a pilgrim seeking understanding, seeking peace within yourself, seeking a land within yourself that's full of promise, seeking a land that's full of peace and milk and honey, looking to find the good things inside your soul, looking to heal the pain inside your soul. Those are pilgrim works too, and ultimately I think the outside is always reflecting the inside anyway. And so, whatever that sense of the pilgrim here this year is for you. So, here is the particular challenge for you, the Lover's card. So, the Lover's card is, this can represent, being in some kind of relationship with somebody. And if you have a sense of yourself that you need to be a pilgrim and go wander in a new direction, in a different direction, then that creates some challenge, of how do you tell someone? What do you do with someone? What if they don't want to go with you? What if this means you need to go off on your own? Pilgrims are often, looking for themselves, so they can be hermits and crones. Not necessarily, but often to find oneself, one can only find oneself in oneself, and you can't often be around, I think, someone who is looking inwardly for themselves. But some people really, find themselves through looking at themselves through other people. So, ultimately, the Lover's card is about that Gemini aspect of ourselves that really loves ourselves and hates ourselves. So, at the same time, and can, go from, high euphoric energies to very, kind of low and depressed and meet angry and judgmental energies, and learning how to find the balance when you can shift easily in that Gemini uh, quickness and wit and spontaneity and even mirth, to be up and down and up and down. So I think your challenge is to face the restrictions of your mind and the restrictions of possibly society and family and others outside of yourself at the same time, feeling the excitement of adventure, feeling the excitement of being alive, and not knowing what direction to go in. I think you're held in a lot of maybe shoulds. You're held in a lot of maybe what ifs and what does it mean, and fears about what it could be mean for you to be a pilgrim and seek what is calling you right now. That might be a little upsetting, might be very upsetting to whoever is around you and part of your immediate circle, that you an extended circle that you play with every day, that you're involved with all the time, that you are connected to and contracted to and formed intentions and rings through. What does it mean to be that pilgrim suddenly calling you in a new direction? And maybe needing to leave the people who have been important to you, and who still are, but your soul has to be important to you too. And that's, I think, ultimately what the pilgrim is saying, is your soul has to be important to you too, and you can't deny your soul at the cost of just being okay with what is happening around you. It's like you give up your soul, you kind of automatically depress yourself. So don't give up your soul. Here's your action to take: links. Find someone that you really trust and share your secrets. Let someone be a secret holder with you. Let somebody listen to you deeply without judgment. Let somebody honestly help you to voice what's inside of you in a way that allows you to really explore the depths of yourself, to say, what do I really want to do? What really would serve me? What would really, set me free to find myself? Can I do that, forgiving myself, letting go of what I need to let go of, and who I need to let go of, and associations I need to let go of, and trust that the ones that are important to me will come back to me and will always be a part of me, and that, with a sense of looking for oneself, parts of myself need to be lost, and what are those parts, and can I just let go of what I've find myself bound into when my soul wants to be free? Those are amazing questions, and they often take a dialogue that's external, told to some kind of honorable person who will hold your energy, hold it with love, hold it with compassion, and help you to process your way through it. Because I think ultimately right now you really need someone to help you to flourish and to give you permission to flourish. If you can't find that permission within yourself, just often having someone to talk to allows them, when they're in a non-judgmental place, to just love you, and you just really want to feel loved in whatever you do, and you really want to feel in love with yourself, but you want to feel like you're loved by others. And if you fall away, break away, move away, wander away for whatever reasons, you really hope that people are still going to love you, because you still have love in your own heart for them. So it's hard to leave love behind, but sometimes to be in love with yourself, and not in a selfish way, but in a cosmic way, in a sacred way, in a I have to do this for my soul kind of way. Do you allow yourself to really grow in love and grow in understanding about honoring yourself and honoring your passion and honoring your authenticity and honoring your visions and your dreams? And that's, I think, you'll find the way to balance that against other people's needs without giving away your truth and your authenticity and your abilities to go after what your sacred and spiritual will are calling you to do, to go on your pilgrimage in whatever form that needs to be. Om Atakvias, and blessed be.